Welcome to the Spiritual Principles Made Practical podcast. I'm your host, Scott Friedman, and today we're going to be talking about when is a good and bad time to spend money. Because what happens is that for some of us, we don't want to spend money no matter what, right? We we want to save it, and there's no exceptions to it. It's like we just don't want to part with that money, right? And sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's bad, right? Because in those times, you got to go back to the idea that money is a tool, right? And if we're not using money to create experiences and support experiences and act on thoughts that are imbued with joy and love and happiness, then it's a mistake. We're not using money appropriately. And so just the idea that, save money no matter what, it can be counterproductive in the respect that it could create more misery or miss out on wonderful opportunities and stuff. So I remember that when I first met my wife, right? I mean, I would not spend money on anything and stuff. And then when I met her, it was like, oh, you haven't been to Hawaii? We need to go to Hawaii. Oh, you haven't been to Luau in Hawaii? We need to go. You haven't been horseback in Hawaii? We need to do that. We need to do the helicopter ride, and it was like there was so much, I had so much joy in spending money on us together that it would have been a mistake to hold back. And so that's like one example of I wouldn't spend it on myself, and I'm trying to get better with that, right? Because I mean I should spend it on uplifting activities no matter what, not uplifting activities that are only including me and my wife together and stuff. So it's been a challenge for me, and it was like, but my wife's helped, right? So I went to uh, some tennis clubs, right? And boy, I'm telling you, I mean, I just thought that was like the greatest thing ever. But there was no way that I was planning on spending the money to join a tennis club. I mean, there's public courts, I could play on them just fine, all those rationale and stuff. But when I was talking about how great it was and how wonderful it was to be there, my wife said, you should join. And with her encouragement, I did. And I've been a member now for, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And it's a huge part of my life. And I love it and I enjoy it and I look forward to it. But, it was unfortunately, I kind of needed in some ways. So now I'm inching forward in spending money on things that are uplifting for me, like, promoting my business in a way that is joyful and draws more of the best out of me and such. Is not something I would have spent money doing, but I'm doing it now, right? And so that's a step forward for me where I'm spending money on creating something that is more joy and alignment and happiness for me that doesn't necessarily directly include my wife, right? And so I'm making headway, and it's a challenge, but I have to say, that one of the things that again is helping, and probably I shouldn't have to rely on this, but you know what, we all are where we are, right? And overcoming things and creating that greater alignment in our life is as I say, well, I'm spending that money to help her promote or her health and well-being and stuff. So if I could spend it on her, I should be able to spend on me too, And so it's like okay, but so I'm slowly kind of weaning off this idea that uh, you know everything is measured by in comparison to how much support and love and care I'm giving to my wife, as opposed to just how much love, care, and support that there is for me in total, not just me in my marriage. So, I'm working on it, right? But anyway, that's the whole example that I'm going to give you of uh, over, proper ways to spend money, we'll say. And again, keep coming back to, does spending money create more love, joy, peace, happiness in my life? And if so, yeah, it's a good thing to do. And if not, well, then don't. So there you have it. I offer thought coaching. It's great. I'm fond of saying that we believe some of what we hear, more of what we see, but we believe everything that we experience. And until you've experienced thought coaching with me, You have not experienced thought coaching with me. It's a whole different experience. So if that's something that you want to try out, if the first one is free, you can reach me at scottfriedman40 at gmail.com, ScottFriedman 40 at gmail.com to get it set up. And my books are available on Amazon. You can find them uh, through links on my website, which is www.thoughtcoachingbyscott.com. And I guess the book that I want to promote today is the book I Am One. And the idea is that because we're one, anything that we do that uplifts anybody, ourselves or anybody else, uplifts everybody because we're one. And that kind of, fits into that if we use money to support ourselves and the love and the joy that we experience, then we're uplifting the entire world. And that's, one more reason to look to spend money on things that are joyful and uplifting. Okay, be well and make choices that enrich and enhance your life.